We will now begin to expand inland, striking progressively deeper into Iranian territory.
We are accelerating, not decelerating.
U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth also saying U.S. and Israeli air forces will take, quote, complete control of Iranian skies in under a week. And the Defense Department released a new video of a U.S. submarine sinking an Iranian warship in the Indian Ocean. According to a U.S.-based group, the human rights activist news agency, more than 1,000 people have been killed in Iran since the war began.
The yeas are 47, the nays are 53. The motion to discharge is not approved.
Meantime, a Senate push to rein in the president's Iran war powers failed, the Senate voting down the measure 47 to 53.
At the very least, what we owe our service members is a debate, a public briefing, an explanation, an accounting of why this war and what its ends are.
I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
Interesting,
right? Yeah.
Didn't they
I tried
say
one more. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jay. No, go.
No, I tried one more trade there. I think I'm going to go ahead and lock it up. I'm at 2/3 of my risk budget for the day, and I'm just not reading this well. So we're not going to spend any more money in these markets. I'm going to switch over to a combine.
Fair enough. Good decision.
Yeah.
You don't need to get all the way to your daily loss limit to.
No,
to make
definitely
that
not.
Decision.
No. We'll keep the $700 in my pocket. I'm going to switch over to a combine here.
Okay. Yeah, someone's saying that. First time there was a torpedo for like a very long time. I remember reading something like that yesterday.
Since World War II.
Yeah. All right, 3-bar reversal to the downside now. Just finished.
Your boy. I went and drew that line and didn't do anything about it.
Since 1945. Okay, Vince. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, 3-bar reversal. We got the smarter money coming
in. Remember, 700 likes and the madness stops.
We got yeah.
We're back over the 6830s. Jack, you were saying something's interesting down here at these 6817s in the S&P. That positive gamma did something there.
I'm telling you, it's hard for me to do anything without being hedged. But yeah, we did test down there and pretty much bounced off exactly where the positive gamma was. About 20 points higher at the moment.
What
3-bar reversal to the long sides printing.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. You know, it's funny here. I said above 6830s, and this is where I think, you know, somebody just said in the chat, look at Jay, no tilt. What did I say right before this move happened, right? If we get above 6830s, I think there's a nice long in the S&P. But what I'm realizing is what I'm saying and what I'm executing is not the same thing. So something's off there, right? So you could either try to fight through it or just realize that you're not executing what you're seeing. I think it's really important to do that. Nice push there. See if it holds.
And then you just use the tools that you have available, right? So it's you lock out and you don't have to make that decision.
Right.
I mean, if we want to rally, there is a lot of gas for the goose to the upside here. Not seeing anything standing in the way of this ripping up besides whatever the next headline is.
No, I don't believe there's smart money or dumb money, like Jack said. It's usually referencing bigger institutions. I don't mind the money. You know, money doesn't matter to me, regardless of the IQ of it.
It's all still green, right?
Yeah, green's green.
Yeah. I mean, the dumbest effing trades imaginable have been most profitable since COVID. So take that for what it's worth.
GameStop.
Oh, if you told me in 20, and I was long it, but like if you told me Palantir was going to go to like $200, I would have slapped you in the face. Would have had you institutionalized.
Let's go. Dakota, did I ever take a payout in gold? No, I wanted to. Gold just keeps increasing now, huh? Maybe I take a silver. Take delivery in silver.
I have a feeling Jack has actually slapped someone for saying that.
Oh, slap
It's just
myself because I was out of there long before it was that high.
me too. I think I was in at like $17, telling a bunch of people about it, and just did not hold all the way through. Decent profit
Yeah.
on the trade, but
Today could be a day where you're stuck at 25,000 here in the NASDAQ, back and forth around a big round number like 25,000. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I remember that, Anthony. Odell Beckham Jr., right? OBJ taking his salary in Bitcoin.
it was a smart move at the time, right? I think I feel like when that announcement came out, Bitcoin was like in the 40s, maybe the 50s.
Wonder if he held on to it though.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
yeah, you got to take some profit,
we'll
right?
we'll see in a decade.
Right. These are not earrings in my ears, chat. Just these little AirPod things. See if these 30s hold here in the S&P.
We do. We need Scottie Pippen on the show. I think we're working behind the scene to try and make it happen. I don't know if it's possible. Odell Beckham Jr. filed for bankruptcy this week.
Is it really Texas?
Is that true?
All right.
All right, so above 30s here in the S&P. That 9:30 Central Time candle that set the low for the day was the highest volume 3-minute candle we've had all day, and we're holding the high of it right now. That could be the low for the day here. Are the lows in, chat? Are the lows in?
That's a tough question, Jay. That's a
It
tough
is.
one.
It's so early. It's so early.
Mm-hmm. I don't, because maybe the highs and the lows aren't even in. We can still see both in this 200 point, 250 point range here in NASDAQ. I don't think so. No.
Jack Strife says,
Coach
bring in
Vince is long.
Steven Seagal. Yeah, I'd be interested in that. I could ask him 100 questions about the filming of Under Siege. Let us know in the chat if there are any other, celebrities that you think are in our pay grade, right? Steven Seagal is probably a good example.
Buyer's still trying to
And
step
yeah,
in here.
the takeaway pointing out that the highest volume was the open, but that's usually going to be the case, right? Outside of the open, that was the highest volume candle we had all day so far.
You guys are wild. Let it be known, we tried. I'm aware Josh Brolin's a trader, but haven't been able to reach an agreement there. I.e., he's just ignored us, but maybe someday.
I've seen that video of Josh Brolin, right? He's talking about like trading through like the down times in his acting career. Is that right?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, chat. Who's a trader and got long on that 3-bar reversal?
It's 2 of them so far today, Dakota. Is this one good for another 250 points?
I don't know, man, but there's been 3 of them actually. We got that one right off the opening. It paid. And then we got that bigger one, that bigger sell off from the up here at 200 all the way down. And now we got this one that's already printed. So me close with profit. Chat, crushing it. Just scalped 1600 in your XFA. Okay.
Yeah.
Chat, you guys are the smart money.
The problem with drawing that line earlier at SPX 6810 is now I got to stare at it all day if that was the low.
I kind of want to see us break these lows.
Dakota firmly aligned with Team Chaos. Got a few notes out of Trump, but looks like from the New York Post, nothing too moving so far.
Shout out to our guy Doom in the chat, another birthday boy. Happy birthday, Doom.
Boom. It's your birthday today?
Birthday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, man. What's happening in our stocks? Back below 23 in the VIX, 22.59. Google and Meta both down 1%. Broadcom's up 4.3%. Nvidia's scratch. Ten-year rate still kind of following the oil. 4.13 in the yields.
Buyers are strong here.
Back up. It's 30s holding in the S&P. So we're right back in the middle of the range. Middle of the range for the session so far in the S&P 6848 for the New York session. Midpoint of the initial balance. It's 30s held.
Still seeing the same story. Support below at those levels in the gamma. Above, nothing stopping us.
Maybe we get another settlement test here. S&P, the high of the day is pretty much settlement. High of the New York session. 68.76. See if we can go green on the day. Anything else you're seeing for potential opportunities here, Dakota? I'm saying we're in the middle of the range right now.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of it. So it's just hands off. Hands off. We had those 3 trades. It's been I took 2 of them on the 3-bar reversals and 2 for 2 here in fast markets. So I'm happy. There's plenty of day left.
Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is.
There certainly is. And quick reminder, in case you missed yesterday, we're on the same schedule today. 3 of us will be on here for fast markets. We'll end a little bit before 11 a.m. We'll take a break to get exercise and nourishing food, etc. And then we'll be back for Power Hour at 2 p.m. So don't miss it. Today on Power Hour, who we got? Myself, Dakota, and Yusef will be here.
Nice.
Should be a grand old time. Somebody asked, it's me, Oscar. Coach Jay, can you please elaborate on settlement?
Sure. So settlement is the price that the markets are marked close, right, for accounting purposes. For our purposes here, the way I look at settlement is if we're below settle, the market's red. If we're above it, the market's green. But that is where the exchange marks the market at the end of the day. It's not the last traded price, but it is the settlement price. So again, simple terms. Below it, we're red. Above it, we're green.
Indeed.
And
if
it's
you
just
hold
another
futures
another horizontal
positions-
level you can put on your charts. Yeah, go ahead, Jack.
if you hold futures overnight, right, that's where your P&L flips from green to red or red to green.
Yeah. Or if you're in like a margin account, right, that tells you yesterday's margin and all that fun stuff based off of settlement.
Yeah, for anybody who's trading VWAP right now, especially if you're using regular trading hours, I'm gonna put very little weight in any VWAP reads because of how flat it is. Right, the angle of VWAP being so flat is telling me that we are seeing somewhat of a range bound market since the regular trading hours has started. So I don't know how many executions I want to take at VWAP. To me, it feels a little bit more like a 50-50. If you see a trade, take it. But because that VWAP is so flat, what that's telling us, and we can see it in the price action as well, not a whole lot of direction in the first 2 hours of this session. But decent rejection off of it there in the S&P. We were talking about a low volume sell-off that, didn't really look very convincing. And there was a question in the chat, how did we read that? VWAP is part of that read, right? If we look at, again, VWAP from the New York session open, it's flat. Remember yesterday we had that Russell trade where it started to get aggressive? Not the same thing here. So, this volume that we're seeing, price was trading lower, but it wasn't very convincing for that time frame. It's kind of just, there's not a lot on the order book. Price is going to move, but it just wasn't a very convincing move.
Okay.
This is the chop. Starting to see a two-way trade.
Right at 50% of the initial balance. Really nice rejection there. The reads are right. There was a question in the chat earlier. Said, would you take the same trades that you took again? I wouldn't. I would actually take the trades that I'm reading right now. Pretty much every execution that I've done today was not based on one of the reads we talked about, right? If we got long the 30s in the S&P, that turned out to be a pretty good trade. We identified the 3-bar reversal up at the highs. I was getting long there, so I wouldn't take those trades again. If I go back and review the day, I was just like behind the 8-ball in a lot of these trades. So I would take the trades we're reading right now because they're clean.
Still looking at the same layout and the options. Support down around the lows.
Top of the hour in 2 minutes here. 500 lot in the S&P. Where do you see that? About 450 there. 68.33 on the bid. 450 on the bid in the S&P there. See if they hold this market up. Crude. Big question here. Do we see $80 crude today?
Oh, if we see it, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, yeah.
Still have a little FOMO.
Yeah.
Well, guys, Jay, if you want to host for a minute, I just need a minute to go grab some water. So we'll switch to the 2-up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Don't
Gotcha,
say
Jack.
anything too controversial while I'm gone. I'm going to leave my
No
headphones in.
promises.
Not promise that.
No promise. No
All right.
promise.
Well,
I
I'll
got
be
you, Jack.
right back.
Later.
What's the most controversial
All
thing
right.
we could talk about?
It's a good question. How long does it take Jack to get water?
Still listening.
Oh, he's still, Jack's still here. Jack's still here.
You'll never
No,
know when I actually leave.
Right.
Smart
We are
money.
hearing-
Smart money versus dumb money.
No. We're not going back to that smart money conversation. I think they left the chat. I think they made their profits for the day. 68.40 quarter last trade here in the S&P, 25,070 last trade in the NASDAQ. Got the top of the hour coming up here in 30 seconds. Let's see if we get some volume from there. Let us know how you guys are doing in the chat. Again, abbreviated version of Top Step TV today. So we'll do an early vibe check. Are you guys up on the day, down on the day? What are you learning from today? I learned be a little bit more patient today.
More patience.
Be a little more patient. Chat, some of these topics you guys have, we cannot talk about.
This Coach Dakota is a mess. Hey, if this is a mess, I'd be a mess every single day. I love it. For me, it's just trust in your reads. Trust in your reads. Yesterday, there's some beautiful 3-bar reversals. I didn't take them all. Had a 3-bar reversal long, and I didn't take this one. Up 300 in a new XFA. Vibe check done.
Okay, we got a interesting header. Axios X, a big headline is coming.
Big headlines coming.
Yeah, that's all it says. From an Axios reporter on X, a big headline is coming. So make sure you stay tuned into Top Step TV. If there is a big headline that comes out, we will bring it to you and the market's reaction to it.
Yeah, definitely. Al says a $1,400 payout locked in. Nice. Nice work.
Yellow ice cap. When I review my trades for the day, do I review it on the 3-minute time frame or multiple time frames? Multiple time frames. I look at the 30 and the 3, but I got to review on the execution time frame, right? I'm looking at a 3-minute chart to take my trades, so I got to review them on the 3-minute chart just so I can use that for data going forward. NFP tomorrow, Dakota. Could be
What's
a
that?
big one. So we got NFP
No.
tomorrow. It could be a big one. Is that what gets us out of this range? I doubt it.
No, I'm gonna lean towards no, Jay. If we couldn't break those lows of the past, 5-6 months off of the war news on Monday or Sunday night, I have a hard time seeing us break out of this major range in the equities.
Agreed.
There's got to be something major hit these markets.
Yeah. Got some guesses in the chat about what that major headline might be. Hogue says it all the time. Hogue's out today, but pray for peace. So we got some guesses there. Taking a look at the quote board, biggest percentage movers right now: Micro Bitcoin down 2.33%, the Nikkei down 2.79%, Micro Ethereum down 3.38% to the upside. All the energies again: RBOB gasoline futures up 4.12. We got crude oil up 5.34% and heating oil up 6% on the day. Talk about our big four. We already mentioned crude up 5.3. We got the S&P down 0.55%. Gold down 0.45%. Gold's pretty choppy right now. And we got the NASDAQ down 0.3%.
Yep. We got and Broadcom's still holding up. Broadcom's up 5. Walmart down 4.4. The rest are mixed. Rest are mixed.
Walmart's getting smoked. I feel like the last time I heard you mention Walmart, it was down 1%.
When I was short at the earlier, it was down about 3, but 4.4 right now. So it's that Walmart indicator.
So what, number 9? Heaviest weighted stock in the NASDAQ?
Yeah, that's why we call it Tech 9, right? Because Walmart is number 9 in the tech.
Will Dakota be a pro boxer leaving trading behind?
Not leaving trading behind, and not a professional boxer. The definition of pro is to get paid to do something like that, right? So maybe I box and I like get a little money on the side. It's technically a professional.
$25.50, $25.47 last trade here in the NASDAQ, 68.31. We could not get back above that initial balance midpoint in the S&P just yet. 30s holding for now, but I don't know how strong these 30s really are, to be honest. The lows may not be in here.
Yeah, a lot of selling right now. Maybe we go back to 25,000 here in the NASDAQ, because that's the round number we go back and forth.
It's looking like it here. Whoever was talking about that anchored VWAP from the New York session in the S&P, that was the high of this most recent move. If you did take it there, for me, it's not a bad trade to take there. In my opinion, it's just a lot of times when I see flat VWAP, I get caught in the middle of a range somewhere. So I probably don't take it with the same size as other trades. 68.30 last trade here. Let's take a look at the tilt.
Fair. I wouldn't mind a short NASDAQ to go test 25,000.
$50-50 tilt here across the board in the S&P, NASDAQ, and crude oil. 51.03 last trade in gold. Have you looked at gold for a potential opportunity? I didn't watch slow markets last night, Dakota.
How was
gold?
So much. The equities have been moving a lot during the slow market session, so I was focusing on the NASDAQ.
Got you.
Have not paid attention to gold since we've seen this nice volatility in the equities. I don't mind a short NASDAQ for a retest of 25,000 here. I'm going to get into a short. I'm short one one contract here at 041. Let's see if we could get a push back down to 25,000. Instantly 15 points in the money. Okay.
Nice. Go.
All right here.
What I missed.
Just barely clicked the short button.
Dakota short. What price you get there, Dakota?
I got 041. Looking for 25,000 here. But depending on how this price action is, I might just get out. Like I said, I want to see it go. Looking for today to be a messy day. And that big round number has my name on it. See if we could get it.
Crude oil traders, keep an eye on crude. New highs of the day there. And Coach Hoop putting some headlines in the chat. Energy Intel Deputy Bureau Chief. Sirens heard in Dubai. Keep an eye on the energy markets here. New highs of the day there in crude, 79.10. Here we go. Crude continuing to rally here.
Oh, boy.
Nice short you got going on there, Dakota. 79.14. Yeah, crude is starting to cook here. Equity selling off, new lows of the day in the Russell.
Might see that $80 happen.
It happened pretty quick here. 79.25. Crude is just continuing to tick new highs here. Crude pumping. Unintended.
We might see 80 a barrel, Coach Jay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it is getting up there. 79.25. 79.30s. New highs in crude. 79.33. Continuing to pump higher here.
All right, we're testing
And
these lower
headline-driven
20s.
market. Nice trade
We're
there.
breaking through these 20s. Okay. Oh, there's 14s, 13s. Let's get 25,000 right here. Get 25,000. Tagged 08, 06. There we go. Give me 25,000. Let's get it.
Nice trade there, Dakota. 25.12's last trade here in the NASDAQ. 68.24 in the S&P.
50-50 on the tilt across the ES, NQ, and crude oil. Tricky.
Cruise cooking. Bitcoin still selling off here a little bit. 70,900. Coach Hoop, yeah, 25,000 is a magnet. Big round number. Lots of indecision here. We got as low as what? 25,000. Oh, there we go. Let's see. 25. We got 03, 02, 01, and
Stay short.
oh, I slapped the bid. Try it one more time. One more push lower. See if I get out. I want to get out with momentum. We tagged 25,000. I didn't get the momentum I wanted to see. I joined bid. Yeah, I use limit orders.
Couple more headlines about explosions in places. This last
Yeah.
one in Iran, in Tehran. Just understand we might see some volatility in these markets, especially if you're trading crude traders. We have trading crude just made a new high of the day there as well.
There we go. Sell off. Talk about explosions in places. Let's get it. And out. There we go. Got 9 5. There you go.
Nice
trade,
trade.
Dakota.
DBA Concepts. Texas Red.
Crude is not done here. 79.48 new high of the day.
Tis not. Okay, here we go. 5 points away from the lows in the ES. Still have some support down at that 68.10 level. It's about 68.16, so right around the lows. Looking heavy.
Man, look at this thing starting to cook now. Oh wow. Do we go for the lows? Do we go to the new session lows? Starting to feel like it.
I just got him in the ES.
Chow, you got that joke. Chowberg. Yeah, you heard it.
I'm gonna sell off here. All flights in Tel Aviv canceled until March 13th. More headlines coming out here. New lows there in the S&P. The lows were in fact not in. The lows were in fact not in.
Like watching the dome closely when we're around these lows.
Joe Black, don't spread misinformation. Question was, when did I switch to micros? I've been trading micros for a while now.
Jack, you still seeing that positive gamma down here that you saw earlier?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's still here. And then more down around 67, 86 in the futures. It is, though, like Hogue talks about the note cards, like maybe looking for some sort of reversal pattern, but I'm not jumping into it
Right.
just because it's the second time we're tapping down here.
Let's see if we defend these lows in the NASDAQ. Bandit says 3,200 profit on those short NXFAs. Nice.
Very
Buyers
nice.
stepping
Nice
in.
job.
25,000 again.
Nice out, Dakota.
Yeah, well, looks like it held again.
Oil $80 question mark. I mean, we're what, 60 cents away? Of course, anything can happen. It's not financial advice, but I mean, the closer we get to it, you got to think it acts like a target, right? I am seeing some orders up there on the depth of market in oil. There's 258 contracts offered at $80 even. Another 120 at 79.80. See if those act like magnets. Oil price higher. New highs of the day, they're in crude.
Ooh, right back down. That
Continuing.
bounce got sold off in the NASDAQ. See if we can continue to hold. Yep, Coach Hoop. Euro close in 15 minutes.
Indeed. How high do we spike the
This market
VIX
just
there?
feels heavy. This market feels pretty dang heavy to me.
Well, there's a bunch of negative headlines coming out too. Here goes
Yeah.
crude.
Yeah.
So with the markets feeling heavy, right? With the headlines that are coming out right now are a lot different than last year, right? All the headlines last year had to do with tariffs and things like that. How much
Yes.
do we assume these